What up, everybody? This is Houston Sports Social. HSSP back at it again after
Let's
a long.
go.
Let's go back at it again after a little bit of a hiatus. We are back shooting episode 67. 67. We've got a lot to catch up on. There's a lot that we missed. We're gonna try our best to catch up on everything that's transpired between now and when was the last time we shot? July 19th, almost.
Yeah.
So about a month. Yeah, a lot has gone by. We'll try to touch on all the topics, and we'll try to catch you up on everything that's going on in the sports world, whether it comes to the Texans, when it comes to the NFL, Rockets in the NBA, and then UFC stuff, and then just stuff that we've been getting into during our hiatus. So without further ado, my name is Justin.
It's your boy Sham Wild, Sham Bam Kablam, Sham Mazin, Sham Bam Goddamn. Let's get it in.
Let's get it in. All right, first and foremost, we're going to start with the Texans as we all...
Hold on. Let's go ahead and talk about this first.
Yes, that's right. We do need to make a statement as a podcast.
So, since we've been gone,
yes.
and you guys know, like the Black Lives Matters movement has been going on still, and there's more police shootings of black men, well, just black people and just in general. The newest one was Jacob Blake, who's been shot in the back 7 times while going to his car in front of his 3 children. I can't talk too much about this just because of where we just came from and what we've been drinking. Like I'm just being honest because I don't want to give out the wrong statement right now. But as a black man, I am tired. Mm-hmm. Like I am tired of this. Like it's going to get to a point where it's going to come ahead, and I don't think any side is going to come out this unscathed.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't talk too much about it just because I have been drinking, and I don't want to give out the wrong
impression
of this because I'm angry. I'm sad about this. It's just, that's all. Definitely going to talk about it more.
Definitely, and I think once next time when we do shoot a podcast, we'll have a prepared statement ready because I feel like unprepared statements kind of can get you in trouble. You can end up saying, and we went and played golf a little bit, and we had been drinking a little bit. Yeah. So I don't want to, we want this statement to come from a pure place.
Yes.
From a clear mind and everything. Unebriated, full emotion, full everything. Mm-hmm. But it's just we feel that we're not at a proper place to make a statement right now.
It's not going to be fair.
Yeah.
I guess. I think that would be like the fair assessment.
For sure. So next episode, for sure, we'll definitely have a prepared statement. We'll have a lot to talk about in this, and we'll touch this in depth next episode. But
today is August the 29th. Yesterday, my brother sent me a story that Chadwick Boseman had passed away.
Rest in peace.
He has been dealing with cancer.
Colon cancer.
Yeah. For 4 years. And nobody outside his family ever knew it. Obviously.
Imagine how many movies he shot while he had colon cancer. We got Black Panther. We got Avengers.
42. When he played James Brown. Marshall. Yeah. Because he played Frederick Douglass. Mm-hmm.
Thurgood Marshall.
I'm sorry. Thurgood Marshall. I don't know why I said Frederick Douglass. Thurgood Marshall. He obviously 42. I said. Message from the King, which is a good movie if you watch it on Netflix. Mm-hmm. He's just coming off playing Black Panther. Yeah. Looks super swole in that one. He played James Brown. Pretty much every movie that he did celebrated being black. Yeah. Legit, every movie he did celebrated black people. Yeah. So, 2020 took another great man away from us.
Great man of color.
So absolutely, and obviously condolences to his family.
Yeah. You know what I love about this?
I hope they get through this.
You know what I love about this statement? I remember reading somewhere is that he passed, and it was his estate and his family that gave the statement that he passed away. It wasn't TMZ.
Thank God.
It wasn't anybody breaking the news and
Right.
they had to try to race and get ahead of it. No, they did it in their own terms. He passed in his own terms. And what I want to give big ups to is the people around him that he may have told that didn't leak it, that didn't tell it. So he died at peace.
Yeah.
He didn't die with everybody knowing he had colon cancer. I didn't know.
I saw. Knew.
Yeah, I remember he uploaded a couple of Instagram pictures and stuff, and people were like, "Man, you lost a lot of weight."
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, "He's probably doing it for a role or something," and they left it at that. But imagine if social media got a hold of knowing that he had colon cancer.
Yeah.
That shit would spread like fire, but it didn't, and he died on his own terms. He passed on his own terms. His family was at peace with it. He died in the presence of his loved ones. So, once again, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. He lived a good life. He was young, 43.
43. I didn't know he was 43.
Black don't crack, baby. Black don't.
It don't. Who you telling?
It don't, man. He looks better than some young 20-year-olds, dude.
I thought he was the same age as Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, right?
I thought me and him were the same age.
Straight up, I didn't know he was 43.
Yeah.
That's
the
crazy.
thing is, what I like about him, he just keeps quiet. He's not in doesn't try to be in the spotlight. He's known for his skills.
Definitely.
He's known for his skills.
And he was one of the, because I remember reading about him after his passing, just to kind of read up on his story a little more. And actually, Denzel Washington,
yes,
he actually paid for a lot of Howard University students to get into college when they couldn't pay for it themselves. And one of those students that was a recipient of that benefit was Chadwick Boseman. So that just goes to show you never know who's going to be benefited by your acts of good service to the community and stuff. So, Denzel Washington put him through school, and we got a good dude out of it. We got a really good dude out of it.
Great actor. Great actor.
Good person.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm currently trying to watch. I'm going to watch every movie that he's been in. There's some movies I haven't watched. I just started The Five Bloods.
I need to watch that.
I was halfway into it.
You good?
Yeah, dude, it's good.
Okay.
It's good.
I need to watch that.
As a black man, it hits me in a certain way.
Yeah.
Just because it's what's happening. But
exactly, for sure. But yeah, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Rest in peace, Jacob Blake.
Well, he's still alive.
Well, I'm sorry. He's still alive. It's just when you hear 7 times,
I know, man.
Think.
It's just you just automatically assume whenever these police shootings happens that somebody passed away, but he
survived.
by the
grace.
Yeah, he's paralyzed from the waist down.
Yeah, he
7
got
shots
released
to
from
the
his
back.
handcuffs yesterday.
Yeah, while he was on his hospital bed. So, like we said earlier, we'll have a prepared statement for that and everything going on with police brutality, with the Black Lives Matter movement, with police, just all of this stuff. We'll have a prepared statement so that we come from a good place, that we're not held back in any way. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and proceed to sports. Yeah, cool. First off, we got some Texans news, then we got some NFL news. We got NBA news. A lot of NBA news. A lot of stuff took place. And Rockets news. Then we'll go into Astros and baseball news, which kind of connects to the NBA movement going on right now. And then we got a UFC fight tonight as well, so we'll touch on that. And then
we're going to touch on the UFC fights of
late
past, because Stipe versus
Miocic.
Cormier, bro.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Bro.
Very good fight. We'll talk on that. We'll definitely
absolutely.
That was one for the ages. That was one for the ages, for sure. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with the Texans. The Texans have a tall task in order on September 10th. Today is August 29th. So on September 10th, they face the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs with
first game
with almost Mr. $500 million man Patrick Mahomes.
It's pretty much $500. He's like $503 million. Pretty much. I mean, because the rest is his symptoms, but he's gonna make it. Yeah, that's the first game. First game. Because there's no preseason. We've just been practicing. We've been having scrimmages. But there's no preseason to really
assess
get
everything.
into assess everything and see where everybody's at. No, this is we're going straight to the deep end.
Yeah.
We're getting thrown right to the deep
Right
end.
to the wolves, yeah.
Bro.
So we got to show what they're made of,
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
And remember, San Francisco did not change.
No.
They did not change. They didn't really make any
Adjustments.
huge adjustments as far as moving
true.
people and stuff.
Yep.
It's the same Super Bowl team.
Yep.
Texas made a lot of changes.
But Kansas City
Have all those changes been for the better?
Kansas City still the change. They just paid a bunch of people more, but they got the same personnel and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still don't have an answer for Travis Kelce.
We'll see. Because I'll talk about that. So
let's go.
Coming out of training camp, and they had a scrimmage on August 28th. Actually, August 27th. I'm so sorry. August 27th. They had a live scrimmage for offense versus defense and stuff. And it wasn't televised, but they had media members there, and they could write their observations and everything. Mm-hmm. Now, Greg Bailey, he tweeted, he's a local sports anchor in Houston. He actually tweeted that this defense is actually very versatile, and they're actually very aggressive in comparison to defenses of past. Now, we do have a different defensive coordinator in Anthony Weaver, who used to be a defensive lineman, so I can see how it could be a little bit more aggressive. Mm-hmm. They said our offense was very explosive. We got speed now. We got Will Fuller and Brandon Cooks. We got speed, and then we got Kenny Stills there too. Kenny Stills and Deshaun Watson have built a rapport now, and it seems like,
it's a rapport now. They've been at that rapport.
No, but now it's developed because last season was when we acquired him in a trade. But now they've had a season and change and a training camp together for the first time, right? So this may be premeditated, but I'm starting to think Kenny Stills is kind of taking the role of DeAndre Hopkins of last year, where he's like the go-to guy. He may not get
premeditated. You mean presumptuous?
Presumptuous. Okay, sure, fine.
God, get a dictionary, bro. Go ahead.
Anyways, I'm not saying he's Hopkins. I'm not saying he's gonna fill Hopkins' shoes. But honestly, of all the receivers, I feel like Kenny Stills and Deshaun Watson have the most rapport of that wide receiver crew.
Okay.
Now, I feel like Brandon Cooks is just another Will Fuller, where he's the speed guy. He's for the big plays. But for the dependable, because DeAndre Hopkins was never that big, over-the-top speed guy.
No, he beat him with the height.
He was that dependable guy where if everything else fell through, who'd you throw it to? You threw it to 10.
Yep.
Well, now I feel like 10 is 12 now. 12 is that guy who can throw it across the middle. He's going to catch it. And so before, training camp and everything, everybody was saying Kenny Stills is the odd man out. But I'm starting to believe that Kenny Stills is slowly making himself into the guy in that wide receiver room. And I have no problem with it because Kenny Stills is a good dude. And last year, actually, he was very dependable.
Yeah.
Aside from Hopkins, he was very dependable.
Absolutely.
And, so, then again, these are all Texans beat reporters.
Yeah.
So, of course, they're going to give,
they have a certain bias.
They're going to have rosy lenses on. But the season is upon us, man. We didn't have a preseason. They don't have any tune-up games. All they can do is play against themselves,
Bro, it's game time. That's what
it's game time. You get thrown into the fire, and of course, the first team you play are the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, if you think about it, this is the best time to play them because they're in the same boat.
Get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way. The same boat. We play them again, though. No, we don't.
Only one time.
Yeah. So
maybe in the playoffs, not that.
But it's not wood, like it's plastic. But yeah, anyway.
I hit my head, by the way. I don't know if you heard that.
So my thing is so when you say Kenny Stills was the odd man out, does that mean he was the worst one out of receivers?
Not the worst one. It's just he had the highest trade value because we had speed guys, we had wide receivers, but I feel like if we wanted to pick up a trade, a lot of people were saying when Jamal Adams was available in the offseason, a lot of people were saying trade Stills to the Jets because the Jets didn't have any receivers. So he was the odd man out that we could get value for.
Yeah, I forgot we had Randall Cobb too. Huh?
Yeah, we have Randall Cobb.
So I forgot all about that.
Brandon Cooks, Will Fuller, Randall Cobb, and then
Kenny Stills.
But no, I'm trying to think of the other ones other than Kenny Stills. But yeah, Kenny Stills is the odd man out that you could actually get value for. So that's why they were saying he was the odd man out. But I'm glad we stuck with him. I'm sure they threw feelers out there, and I'm sure other teams wanted Kenny Stills. But he's emerging as the Mr. Go-To guy of this team, this offense at least.
Yeah, and I always thought he was dependable. I Kenny Stills like legit caught almost damn near every ball that was thrown to him.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think Brandon Cooks is still gonna be like that guy to get touchdowns.
Let's see.
Straight up. Just because he's been in the league longer, he seems more talented. He's definitely faster.
Faster for sure.
You know, because I think he has a better chance of beating corners
Cornerbacks, yeah.
than like DeAndre Hopkins did.
For sure.
The only reason DeAndre Hopkins beat him is like,
He could
and
just,
I'm not dissing his talent, but it's like he's so tall, he's so lengthy.
yeah.
You know, he has
and he
that
had big ass
he has that
hands
height.
too.
Yeah, he has like big ass hands. So one-handed catches were easy for him. You know.
For sure.
But with Cooks, it's going to be speed, and that's really what we need on our offense is speed.
Yeah.
Like we need the people like to run their routes as fast as they can and get to that position as fast as they can, because I still don't trust our line.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens this first game.
Apparently in training camp they did pretty good.
Again, but I mean, you just said like these are freaking like just Texans beat reporters that have a bias. Like they just have a bias. It's just like, well, of course we're gonna say our own team is fucking good.
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna bash our own team unless they're really bad.
Exactly.
No, it's like, so I just don't believe it until I see it.
Yeah. Another interesting topic about the Texans defense actually is that we missed out on Jamal Adams, of course.
Oh my God.
Now, are we going to address the safety position? I mean, we signed a guy called Michael Johnson.
It's fucking too late now.
Michael Thomas.
Uh-huh.
But there's still free agents out there. We got Eric Reed out there. We got Jaleel Adai, I believe, is still out there. But
my thing is like, if we was really concerned about the safety position, we would have
signed somebody by now.
Yeah, bro, we're doing fucking training camps and scrimmages.
Yeah.
It's fucking too late. Like, you could get somebody, sure, but are you expecting just to plug them in and then like
And
them to
expect them
figure
to
it
know
out?
the system. Yeah, that's true. That's
still
true.
fucking our defense, regardless.
Yeah.
Are you really doing just putting a warm body there? Yes, that person has skill, but it's like if you don't know how like the rest of the defense works, you're fucked.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll see. September 10th is almost a week. Well, 2 weeks.
Yeah, about
2 weeks away. Football is back, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's been a long spring and summer. Like I was thinking about it. I was like, cause I remember my girl telling me like she was like, "Dude, what are you gonna do for Labor Day?" I was like, "What the fuck you talking about Labor Day? Labor Day?
I'm gonna be inside."
Like I was like, "We're still in April. What are you talking about?" And she was like, it's September, like the day after tomorrow." I was like, "Fuck you mean it's September? We're already in September. 2020 has been just a fucking whirlwind with all kinds of crazy shit going on, and it's been slow and fast at the same time." Does that make sense? If that makes sense.
No.
We're already in September,
sense.
but I feel like we've been in March for like 3 months.
Yeah, it's like I haven't lived past March yet.
Right?
Like I feel like I just got off the plane when I took my fucking vacation to LA.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling like. I feel like I just got off the plane to Houston.
And time is just gone and not gone.
Stood still.
It's so weird, man.
Just stood still.
Well, at the end of August, like it's weird. I don't even remember when August began.
Dude, I just realized August was ending yesterday.
Right?
I was like, wait, it's the 27th?
Yeah, like where does this time go, man? It's just with everything with Corona, man. Time just goes by so slow.
Oh,
cause what do? There's nothing to do.
Bro, let me tell you something. And by the way, people that we're speaking to, that are listening to us, I was in quarantine for like 20 days.
Mm-hmm.
20 days.
20.
3 days I had symptoms. All the others I didn't, but I still tested positive, so I had to do another 10 more days. Mm-hmm. So 20 days.
20.
Watching paint dry.
Like,
yeah, sure. Could I get on my PC and play games? I did. I got bored. Quick.
That's how you know.
Like, humans aren't meant to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could be alone. I could be alone for a week tops. After that, I need some human contact.
Yup.
Straight up.
We're social beings, man.
We're social beings.
We are social beings, for sure. So, I can't imagine, just being cooped up, not being able to go anywhere, and just...
Fucking sucked, bro.
I bet.
Fucking
Shit.
sucked ass, bro.
I bet.
I got better at cooking. I'll tell you that. I got a lot better at cooking.
What's the best thing you cooked while you're in quarantine?
Here,
Yes.
at the house, I guess my chicken quesadillas.
Ooh,
making
you
chicken
making
quesadillas.
chicken quesadillas?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, son. Okay.
Fucking, I was gonna say like my country fried chicken, but
It
to,
didn't
to,
turn-
to, to do it with the air fryer is
Oh
weird,
yeah, I
man.
was gonna ask you about that. So Shannon got a air fryer not too long ago. When did you get it?
Wow, I got it a couple weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, probably
Yeah,
2 weeks
a couple
ago.
I think it was a week after you got yours.
No, I got mine a while back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so we both got air fryers.
Yes, we both got air fryers. So you made country fried chicken. How's it been treating you?
Well, so the first thing on the air fryer I made was fish.
Fish. Yes.
Fish, okay. The first time I did it with breading. I think I put too much breading on it because it didn't cook the flour all the way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I didn't turn it.
That's true.
But it cooked the fish. So I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't cook the flour, but it cooked the fucking fish on the inside.
Yeah.
So that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
And I did it a second time with no breading, and it came out pretty
And
good.
it came out pretty good?
Yeah, it came out pretty good. It was still, like, it wasn't dried out.
Dude, you should make chicken wings, hot wings.
You know, I was at the store and
Dude,
I thought
I
about
made
that
them.
too.
Let me tell you. Okay, look, this is a weird tangent. Sorry, guys. So you take that Frank's Red Hot sauce.
Mm.
So before that, you get like a small bowl. You melt like 2 tablespoons
Mm-hmm.
of butter.
Mm-hmm.
You melt it in the microwave, right? And then you get a bigger bowl and you empty a whole bottle of Frank's Red Hot and you pour the butter in there and you
No
mix
shit.
it up. And then what you do is you get the raw chicken wings, right? You can
Uh-huh.
cut the fat if you want, but the fat makes it taste.
No,
a little-
like I don't cut the
Yeah,
fat.
fat makes it taste a little better.
Well, chicken breast I do though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So get this. So you just smother it
Yeah.
in the sauce.
Uh-huh.
Put it in the air fryer. Put it in there for 400 degrees or 380 degrees.
Okay, so you don't put no breading at all on it.
No, it's just regular chicken wings. Like
See, that's the thing. Like that kind of fucks me up a little bit.
no, but it's just regular chicken wings.
I understand that.
Breading is just extra, dude.
Yeah, breading is extra. 'cause
And it's
like-
healthy.
True, but if you're making country fried chicken,
That's true. That's different.
you
That's
have to
different.
have breading on there. You
Yeah,
know
of
what I'm
course,
saying?
of
So it kind of fucks it up.
But it depends
But
on-
you can't put too much. Like if
That's
it's an
true.
air fryer, you can't put too much.
So what are you
just
doing?
never-
Are you taking the chicken and you're putting in an egg? You're putting in beat the eggs and then you
Yeah,
put it
so
in the
like,
breadcrumbs, right?
So pretty much, so pretty much what I do, like I put it in the egg wash first, right?
Egg white, yeah.
And then I will put it in like the flour, and this is after like a seasoning and shit.
Okay.
And I'll put it in the flour. You can't double dip it.
You can't.
You cannot double
That'll
dip
make a mess.
That's
This is a
so
big goopy
dude,
mess.
like it was nothing. Like I had fucking like white flour on the inside of my fucking air fryer the first time. Like, God damn, bro. Fuck.
Right.
But yeah, but like I said, I did my fish without the breading. It was still juicy. Like it wasn't dried out. It was cooked perfect. Like it was like, oh damn, that shit is actually good.
Right.
So, but yeah, we'll talk more about that after.
For sure. This is taking a weird tangent. All right, let's get back to
That's a weird ass.
so-
I don't know where the fuck we talking about Texas.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, this is gonna be a weird episode. Sorry, guys.
This is gonna be a
gonna
long
be
one.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get to NFL news. Oh wow. First thing is pretty heavy. This is coming per Armando Salguero. Brian Flores, coach of the Miami Dolphins, says Ryan Fitzpatrick's mom has passed away this morning. Rest in peace. Ryan Fitzpatrick, good dude, solid dude. He was on the
Great dude.
Texans at 2014.
Just solid quarterback.
Yeah, they were saying he walked off the field before the start of practice with Brian Flores with an arm around him and seemed distressed, though he did not appear to be injury related. Yeah, so rest in peace to Ryan Fitzpatrick's mom. Always, it's never a good thing. Good dude, solid dude, but
And much condolences to him and
Definitely.
the family because I know that's a hard thing
yeah,
to take.
for sure. Moving on in NFL news, this is coming for Barry Jackson at Florida Sports Buzz. Dolphins linebacker Raekwon McMillan has been traded to the Raiders per source. Yeah. Oh, also, this is coming for NBCWashington.com. Let's talk about Washington. So
So the Washington
Redskins are no longer.
Yeah, which I don't think I can say on the air anymore. I can't say.
You're about to get canceled, dude.
I can't say
I
what
didn't
their
say
previous
it.
name
I didn't
was.
say it. You
Oh,
said
no,
it.
I'm just saying.
This
I
is
can't.
about to be a solo podcast.
Yeah.
Dog. You're about to get canceled.
I can't say their previous. I guess I can't say the previous name.
We'll just
right?
edit this in post. No, we won't.
No, we won't. Yeah, so it's called. So they changed their name to
Washington
the Washington
Football
Football Team, which is just super generic. Yeah, you had a lot of things to pick from. A lot of things to pick from.
But the thing is, did you hear what happened?
What's up?
Somebody, I don't know who it was, but trademarked a bunch of potential teams Like they
Are
went
you
to,
serious?
Yeah, and so Washington, like, they were late, and so they would have to pay these people
Yeah.
who trademarked these teams.
Which was kind of smart, but like that they because like if they were called because somebody had a great name, the Washington Red Tails,
Red Tails, yeah.
which was obviously like the black.
Was it Red Wings or Red Tails? Red Tails.
It was Red Tails.
Yeah, probably right.
Yeah, it was Red Tails. Which was I can't explain it, but it's like
Air Force.
like pretty much like the black regiment of the Air Force and stuff, and like them boys were going ham.
Yeah, the boys are going ham.
Boys are going ham, man. But like, and especially in like this day and time, that'd have been a great name.
Yeah.
But Washington was like I don't. It doesn't take that long to pick up a name.
Definitely
to me.
not. Definitely not.
And it should be up to the owner.
I
and
just
it's
feel like
come
they,
on, bro.
I just feel like they
it.
got a lot of clapback. Like their owner, Dan Snyder, who's a known crook. He actually has like a lawsuit against him. Because apparently some of the cheerleaders and stuff, like he would have them like make like provocative videos or whatever, and like he would take like the outtakes where like stuff was showing, and he would share that amongst his like upper management like team and stuff. So.
The perverted white guys.
Yeah, pretty
They
much.
strike again.
Yeah, they've been trying to get rid of Dan Snyder for a lot. Actually, the minority owners were trying to get rid of him, but they haven't done it yet. But yeah, Washington national football team. It's pretty cool. Speaking of which, Alex Smith. He's been cleared to play, but I saw that video of him being cleared to play, man, and it's just it. Like I respect the fuck out of him. I respect the fuck out of him just because he went through a catastrophic leg injury.
Did you see the?
I couldn't.
The documentary?
I couldn't bring myself to look, dude. It just looks so. I saw like little videos where like they put the muscle where his shin used to be. And
dude, I saw like I saw a little bit of it, and I was like, "There's no way. There's no way he can come back to play after that."
If you're a coach and you put him into a fucking game, you're a fucking asshole.
Bro.
You're a fucking asshole if you do that shit.
But, I mean...
The dude still has a limp. His leg looks like... It's
of course he's going to have a limp from that.
But it doesn't look right. Like, you can't play football. Stop.
Because it's like he was already in, like, in the pocket passer.
Yeah.
He's already a pocket passer.
He can't run, dude.
He definitely can't run now. He can't do... Bro, like, you have to be accurate. You have to make your fucking throws 100% of the time.
And then, aside from that, aside from mechanics, fuck all that shit. But PTSD, like, he got. It was actually against the Texans.
It was
against the Texans.
Yeah, I remember that. I was having against the Texans.
Yeah, but like, dude,
But I don't want to say.
Dude, just retire. We know who did it.
Yeah, we know who did it. I don't want to say who did it.
Who did it? What?
Bro, wow, bro.
He didn't do that shit. What? They can just go back and look at the replay. It's apparent. It's obvious. But look.
I mean, but it was the game. Like
it was a game.
Like that's a game. That's just what a game.
It was
plays.
just a bad break. Oh, it's terrible. Why did I say that? That was so bad. You know what I meant, but that was just the worst thing to say. That was.
God damn.
That was the
look. It was it was
that
bad.
Was literally the worst.
The worst thing. It got infected. It got infected.
They had to.
You saw how freak. Oh.
They had to put muscle over that leg because he was about to get that shit amputated, bro.
Yes.
Like,
dude, I'm sorry. Like, you watch it and just like, I don't think he can come back. Like, he still has a fucking limp.
See, because the thing is, it's not about fuck football. It's his quality of life, bro, is altered now.
Yeah.
Like, his leg is like that now. Like, it's not any different anymore. Like, I don't know. As a coach, I mean, he got his money. He proved everything. He was a first-round draft. He was a number 1 pick, I think, from San Francisco.
Yep. I'd be like, I think they're still looking for, like, commentators.
Not even that. He could be a coach. He was a smart quarterback. He was a good quarterback.
For the NFL?
Yeah.
He assistant.
Yeah, assistant coach.
Or like a coordinator.
Maybe work himself to a fucking head coach.
Yeah.
The Harbaughs did it. Jim Harbaugh did it. He was a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
or just like coach at college level or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But, dude, honestly, especially with the way athletes are now, man, like, why risk it when your leg is not even 100%? He can claim that he's ready to go. I don't know, whatever bullshit doctors told him he was cleared to play. But, like, looking at that video when he was cleared and watching him still having a limp and his leg just looking like he has like a giant mass on the shin.
I just
like,
think he still has trauma. He still has trauma.
No, because honestly, he's gonna try to will himself because he wants to prove everybody wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's trauma, dude. I think it's just too many people telling him that yeah, you'll be all right. But from the outside looking in, man, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right,
Absolutely not.
and it's just like it's like watching a boxer
Mm-hmm.
when they're way old. Like you remember Muhammad Ali's like last few fights
Bro.
when
Yeah.
it just he didn't have it anymore, and it was just you just feel bad because you respect that they're taking the hits and they're actually pushing themselves, but like Alex Smith, man, come on, dude, like you just gotta
It's almost as kind of like punch drunk, almost.
not even punch drunk, dude. It's just a false sense of reality at that point.
Right.
Like, I understand that you want to prove all the haters and the doubters wrong. I understand you want to get back on the field. I understand that football is all you know. But this isn't just football. This is your life now. You got a wife and kids.
Yeah. Absolutely.
One wrong thing and you could be wheelchair bound forever. And what are
Yeah.
you going to do? Your kids are still young. They're like 3, 4, 5 years old. What do
Yeah.
you do at that point? Are you going to be rolling behind them in a wheelchair? Like, it's not worth it at that point. You know? That's where you got to just swallow your pride and you got to understand that, you know.
So this is one of those things where nobody can tell you nothing. You have to experience it yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And if we're being honest, we all had those fucking moments.
Yeah.
We all had those moments. Like our pride just comes forward and just like, man, nah, fuck it, I got it. I could guard him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, bro, you can't. And so you have to really be like cognizant of not just your skill level, but just of who you are. And right now, we can say all the shit we want, but if he feels he's ready to go, then he says he's ready to go.
Of course.
So
of course.
and you really like as a coach, you really don't have a fucking choice.
You don't.
At one point, you're going to have to put him in. You want to have okay. You have the option to, but if just saying, if your other quarterbacks get hurt,
That's true.
shit happened to Texas one time.
That's true.
Oh, I think it did happen to. Did it happen to Washington before?
But the thing, but honestly, man, like, cause I remember the Texans had an offensive lineman who had cancer, and I think it was the year where we were on Hard Knocks, and they still cut that dude. He was good. He was recovering. He was on the upswing. He was still big. Like he had muscle. He had everything. But it's just sometimes you just gotta make as a coach. You just gotta make decisions that may not be like morally like feel good.
Yeah, but we're talking about a lineman versus a quarterback.
I understand that, but still, they got Dwayne Haskins. They got the future.
Lineman versus a quarterback.
Again, Dwayne Haskins is their future, though, dude. Dwayne Haskins is their future. Alex Smith is still there. They got like,
look,
without sounding shitty, like they got all they could out of Alex Smith. Now they have.
Oh
the future.
yeah, absolutely.
Now they have the future here. So why would they try to play Alex Smith? Unless Dwayne Haskins goes down, then it's a whole different can of worms.
But that's what I'm saying. If your quarterback gets hurt, you're gonna have to play Alex Smith. You're gonna have to. I don't wish that on anybody, but you're gonna have to.
If he makes it on the roster.
If he makes it on the roster.
I trust, yeah.
Because I think it's all gonna come to a head in practice.
Yeah.
It should come to a head in practice.
I don't even know if he's cleared off of IR yet. I know he's cleared to resume football like activity.
Then he should be cleared for Friday.
I'll check on that.
Or is like that different from like the NFL? Like the NFL is like the NFL's protocols.
Well, I'll have to Google that.
Because he probably wasn't being treated by like the NFL's doctors. It was a whole separate thing, maybe. But I'm pretty sure the NFL was paying for it.
Right? I mean,
I don't know.
Alex Smith, NFL.com. Let's see what they're saying.
You just have a whole lot of questions, but
Alex
not enough
Smith,
answers.
yeah. Well, this is coming. Washington QB Alex Smith not going to be ruled by fear in return to field. Shit. So he's doing field activities with his team. Shit.
Okay,
He still
so he's practicing.
So he still has a big brace on his leg, man.
Let me see. Where's he at? Oh, fuck. Well, you could barely see it because of like the black, but yeah.
He's still got a big brace on his feet. He says, this is coming for NFL.com. He says, Alex Smith says, quote, "I feel really good working through the progressions My foot quickness, as far as getting back, working through pass progressions, ball handling, a lot of things like that. I think obviously the next progression is certainly the unchoreographed things. The pocket breaks down, you get pushed back. There's 1,001 things that come up. It's hard to drill all those. I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah, no, like, absolutely.
if he makes it back, prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. Like, I have no issue being proved wrong about him, but just from the eye test, man, it doesn't pass the eye test, and it just doesn't make me feel right that they're trying to push him in just for a feel good story. Like, it's not right, dude.
Right.
It's not right.
It's not
But
right.
yeah, aside from that, moving on. In other NFL news, Dante Moncrief has found a new home with the New York Jets. Dude, I feel like the New York Jets have been struggling with wide receivers for like years and years. This is coming from Aaron
Yeah, at
Rappaport.
this point, like, I don't mean to, like, they always have, like, the talent to do something.
Yeah.
They always do, and it's just, like, always falls short. I don't know who it is, because I don't really watch the Jets like that, so I can't really tell you, like, who it is. I can't tell you if it's the coach's fault or if it's, like, just the whole scheme, I mean, which will still be the coach's fault.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's, like, the GM, but I don't know. They have all kinds of talent run through there, and they just don't do much with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, they kind of look like the Jaguars of old.
Gotcha.
Kind of, you know what I mean? So, it is what it is, but, I mean, we'll see what happens. But let's talk about the Cowboys. You want to talk about the Cowboys? Let's talk about the Cowboys.
Let's talk about the Cowboys.
Did somebody get into a fight during practice on the Cowboys field? Who was that person?
No,
Remember that person?
that wasn't Cowboys, bro. That was Baltimore.
Was it Baltimore?
You talking about Earl Thomas?
Yeah, Earl Thomas. Oh, shit, my bad. Yeah. No, the Cowboys picked them up.
They didn't pick him up.
They
didn't pick him up yet.
No, but they were talking about it.
They're
They were
talking about it.
Oh, okay.
Earl Thomas. Earl.
Okay, but how long has Earl Thomas been on the team?
You heard about Earl Thomas? What happened with him before, like off the field, when his wife like pulled a gun on him because she found him in a bed with his brother and
two chicks.
Two chicks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So.
I mean, but I don't know how that correlates.
So get this. It's just because of a comment I read online. So, anyways, he was approached by a teammate because he blew an assignment during training camp with the Ravens.
Okay.
He got burned on a pass.
Damn.
So Chuck Clark went up to him and was like saying something or whatever, and Earl Thomas punched him. So he got dismissed from camp. And then it got so bad to the point that Ravens players, their leadership council, which is like the senior most players of their team,
The OGs.
were just like, we want him out.
No shit.
They were like, we want him out. Do what you got to do, get him out. We don't want him
So
here.
this is not the first time this shit happened.
No. Apparently
can't
he's
be.
been late to meetings. Apparently he doesn't pay attention in like practice. Apparently he just rubs a lot of players the wrong way or whatever. So
How long has he been on the team?
a year. They just signed him to a big ass deal. And so they had since they released him, they're on the hook for $21 million.
I'll be fucking pissed.
Yeah, for sure. And so Dallas had been linked to him before. Remember when Seattle played Dallas and Earl Thomas said to Jason Garrett, "Come get me," which is super unprofessional. But anyway.
Oh, bro, he's an asshole.
Now even the Cowboys are like not really looking into that. So I don't know, Earl.
I mean, but it was already reported that like Cowboys got their eye on him.
Yeah.
So I can see it happen. I can see it happening,
Yeah.
man.
And it's so funny. Last week, I think it was, somebody asked Kenny Stills from the Texans, "Hey, what do y'all think about Earl Thomas?" And Kenny Stills responded, "Nah, we good."
Yeah.
So
yeah,
apparently
that must be there's some shit, bro.
Yeah, that says a lot about how he's looked upon in the league. You know. What I mean? So, yeah, we'll see where Earl ends. I'm sure he's gonna end up somewhere, man. I'm sure he is.
Just like fucking Adrian Peterson, yeah, I know. Not Adrian Peterson, Antonio Brown.
Yeah. Now,
Because people looking at Antonio Brown too.
yeah. Now,
But he's suspended for 8 games.
for sure. Now, with all these the strikes that are going on in sports with baseball and stuff, this is pretty interesting. I should have mentioned this in Texans, but I guess this applies to football overall. This is coming from Aaron Wilson. Texans coach Bill O'Brien asked if players may not play first game. He says, quote, "I would say anything is possible. Our players aren't in a rush. They're really thoughtful. They don't want to rush to make any decisions. It's been very enlightening to me." Man, what do you think?
I don't see any problems with it if they want.
Because we've seen...
But,
we'll touch on that once we can see it.
well, no, because it's like, I mean, yeah, you could boycott it, but, like,
See,
that game counts.
Yeah. It would be a forfeiture.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It was just, I would think, don't rush to make a decision on that.
Yeah.
Like, I guess just really think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because the first game is in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So I just really like think about it. I mean, I think there's other ways, but then again, maybe I'm being selfish.
Maybe, I don't know. I just saw this and I don't know what to think about it. We'll talk about that. As this goes on. So I think that's all we got for NFL news. Just training camps are upon us. The regular season is coming up closer.
Yeah, pretty much.
So without further ado, we're going to touch on the Rockets. The Rockets actually played today. So they've been in this series with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And by the way, the Rockets are in the playoffs.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah, because there's a whole bunch that we haven't covered. The Spurs aren't.
Spurs aren't.
They lost games they lost the one game that they needed to win was against was it Denver?
Denver, I believe it was. Yeah.
This was a hard fucking matchup, though.
It was. Denver's nice.
Denver is not. Denver's no fucking pushover. That was a hard game.
Definitely not.
But I am liking what I'm seeing from Spurs.
It's a very bright future.
Yeah, and it's not just fucking.
You think Rudy Gay is gonna stay?
I hope so.
You think so?
I hope so.
He's getting up there.
Rudy Gay, DeJounte Murray.
Oh, DeJounte Murray's gonna be there forever.
It's just like it feel like everybody on that team stepped up.
Yeah.
Everybody on that team stepped up. Better ball movement. It looked like classic Spurs.
But speaking of the
more
Spurs,
power.
What's
up?
Did you hear the Nets are trying to get in on poaching Greg
Fuck
Popovich?
the net. What? Shut the fuck out of
I swear to God, the Nets are trying to poach
Dude, there's
him.
no like there's
Because
no way he's gonna
KD and Kyrie are trying to like
fuck
push the Nets to try and poach him.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, like I do have a lot of respect for Kyrie Irving.
Why?
No, because it's like he does take his time to think about shit, especially with like this whole like Black Lives Matter.
What about the flat
shit
Earth
like that.
theory?
Yeah, that's a whole other thing right now. That's a whole other thing. I don't respect KD.
Yeah. Damn, no hesitation with that. That was just straight.
I just can't, like, not even as a Spurs fan,
Yeah.
I cannot see a reason for Greg Popovich to leave the Spurs. He's been there pretty much his whole career.
Pretty much. You think he's going to
He's
leave?
head coach and then pretty much GM.
What if they throw money at him?
He's not in it for the money, man.
That's true.
He's not in it for the money.
That's very true.
And then if he does leave, Becky need to be the fucking head coach.
That would be cool. That'd be really
bro,
cool.
I would be pissed if she wasn't.
Becky Hammond.
I'll be like, Greg, what the fuck, dude?
What the fuck, yeah.
Like, because I would blame Popovich before I would blame the organization.
She coached the game in his absence.
She did, but also Tim Duncan did too.
That's true. That's very true.
And I'm like, why is Tim Duncan, like, don't get me wrong, that's my boy Tim Duncan. I got his fucking jersey in my closet right motherfucking now.
Yeah.
But I feel like, no, Becky's the next in line.
Yeah.
And that's not me talking about like, oh, yeah, because she's a woman, she needs to be. No, she's a fucking good coach.
And she's been there for years.
She's been there for years.
Yep.
No, but she's a fucking good coach. That's all it comes down to for me.
Yeah.
It's not whether it's not your gender, it's not your fucking skin color, it's not anything like that.
Yeah.
It's your ability.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm judging. Like, she's a good coach. I like her, sure.
Yeah.
But she's a fucking good coach. She knows what she's fucking doing.
She was a point
and she
guard.
has bigger balls than most of the dudes out there.
She played point guard too, so she understands the game.
Yeah. So I was like, she next in line. If there's anybody that takes a job, dude, I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah.
It better be like an old school fucking coach that's been there for years.
Right.
That's the only way I can see that happening.
Yeah.
But still, that's Becky's team. If Popovich goes, that's Becky's team.
Has to be. But we'll see how that goes. So yeah, the Nets lost to the Raptors. There was another team that the Bucks beat the Magic. Yeah.
Of course.
Bucks. No. Oh my God, I'm forgetting.
Because Bucks are
No,
number
Bucks
one. Right?
Bucks are supposed to play the Magic. Okay, playoff picture. No,
Because the Bucks are already on.
Yeah, they
second round.
yeah. No, Bucks aren't in the second round because they boycotted when.
They boycotted the first game.
No, they boycotted the 5th game.
No, it was the first game.
Let me see. Hold on. Let's look it up. Okay. So right now we have Los Angeles Lakers in Portland. They're still playing. They're gonna play tonight. Houston, OKC. They're gonna play at 5:30 today. Denver and Utah. They're still stuck in a close one.
Oh yeah.
Clippers and Dallas. Porzingis is out with a meniscus tear.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucks. So they got a game coming up. And then Milwaukee and Orlando, they still have a couple games.
No shit. This I
believe Miami beat Indiana. Boston swept Philly. And
Can we please talk about that one?
Then okay. So it's Boston and Toronto. That's right, because Boston swept Philly, and Toronto not swept, but they beat Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
So it's those two. It's Boston versus Toronto.
Can we please talk about Boston and Philly?
Yes, please.
Can we please talk about that?
Go ahead.
Bro. Do you still trust the process?
Well, I mean, they fired Sam Hinkie even though he set up that team.
Said that team.
Brett Brown.
He's not the only coach that got fired.
No, Sam Hinkie was the GM that started the whole process thing where they tanked.
Yep.
They got Joel Embiid. They got Ben Simmons. Then he got fired.
Yeah.
Because they blamed everything on him.
Yep.
And Brett Brown was the last fall guy, man. It. I don't know, man. It just didn't work this year.
Yeah, it's just Ben Simmons needs a shot for one.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Ben Simmons, because if Ben Simmons got a shot,
but he got hurt. He
did get hurt. It's true. I'm just saying, just in general, because since Ben Simmons been on the team, if he had a shot, he'd have been the best player.
That's true.
Possibly one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah.
But no, they kept losing. It's just crazy, but I'm glad Boston is definitely getting the recognition that they deserve.
Yeah.
That Boston team and the coach. Bro, Tatum is a fucking beast, dog.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Tatum is a beast. He's a superstar. Hands down. God damn it, my phone's going off.
Damn, son.
Nah, bro, it's just some bullshit. But yeah, I fucking love Boston, bro. I love Boston and what that whole team is about.
Yeah.
But I don't think the whole process the Pistons had, if I can fire back on it.
Right.
It just is what it is.
Mm-hmm. So, speaking of the NBA, let's talk about everything that transpired within the past week.
Okay.
Earlier this week, the Bucks were scheduled to play the Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And after the Jacob Blake shooting, which took place in Kenosha, Wisconsin, which is nearby, not nearby, but in the same state as Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
There was the unfortunate shooting of Jacob Blake.
Yes.
So, what ended up happening was that next day, the Milwaukee Bucks decided that they were going to boycott the game. So the Magic actually went out to the court. They went through shoot around and everything, and then they realized that the Bucks just weren't coming out. And so the Magic decided because the Bucks they're also boycotting too, just because it's solid. Because they could have taken the forfeit and taken the game, but that it
looks bad.
It looks bad. So then after that was when the Rockets and OKC were about to play. So Russell Westbrook and Chris Paul met up before the game. They decided they're going to boycott it too. Then that evening, all the players and all the NBA,
just everybody followed suit.
Everybody met up actually, and they were it was just it. So I understand what they were trying to accomplish, but it wasn't unified, and it showed in the meeting because it wasn't. A lot of teams actually showed frustration with the Bucks. They were like, "You could have told us. We could have organized this. We could have made this so that our intentions were clear, but this was made off of the whim, And so, what ended up happening in that meeting is that the Lakers and the Clippers decided that they wanted to shut down the season. A lot of the other players said no. Udonis Haslem, which is an OG from the Miami Heat, actually played with LeBron when he was with the Heat. Udonis Haslem said, well, I mean, if LeBron is gone and if the Lakers and the Clippers are gone, like, what are we? Is this season even worth playing anymore? So a lot of players were actually against that because they wanted to use this platform to get their message across. And shutting down the season would kind of contradictory to the message that they're trying to portray. Now, then they had another meeting, and they the NBA PA, the Players Association person was talking about the financial ramifications of it and stuff. And so they're all aware of what the possible consequences are of this.
Right.
Now, they ultimately came to the conclusion that today, Saturday, August 29th, they're going to play today, and they're going to have like a moment of silence and everything, and they're just going to get their message across. They actually talked, LeBron, Chris Paul, and like a lot of the senior members of the NBA actually talked to former President Barack Obama, and he actually advised them to play on the season so that they could use that platform to get their message across, because shutting it down would be kind of contradictory to the message they're trying to portray, right? So the NBA continues. There was a little scare, but what's crazy and actually amazing was that other sports followed suit.
Yeah.
The Major League Baseball followed suit.
Yeah.
The WNBA followed suit. Hockey didn't follow suit.
But they did have a moment of silence.
Yeah, they did have a moment of silence, but it showed that there's unity across sports.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it just shows that it's come to a head. It's come to a head, and it the only way you really hurt like a corporation like that is you hurt their wallet. You hurt their wallet.
Yeah, that's it.
And like they felt it, because think about that. Every single NBA game, how many commercials do you see? So many fucking commercials.
So countless.
Yeah, and so they pay the NBA to get those commercials on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if the game doesn't go on, what do?
So,
The NBA has to pay that back, right?
Yeah.
And so, of course, the NBA took a loss.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, though, the NBA actually treated this really well. Adam Silver is such a good dude.
Yeah.
Like, they treated it where they let this happen. They understood. They listened more than they talked. I feel like if this same shit happened in the NFL, it would be...
It'll be a clusterfuck.
Yeah, because Roger Goodell is not as... I want to say progressive, but not...
He's trying to be.
Roger Goodell, no, fuck no,
he
dude.
just does it. He just does it.
Yeah.
Like, he's just very slow.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
Because even with the NBA, it started off kind of messy, but that was more just, I guess, on the organizations than the actual NBA.
Yeah.
And so, because this kind of goes back to what the debate between like what Kyrie was thinking and what everybody else was thinking.
Yeah, but Kyrie wanted to start like a separate league.
Right, but it was like, but then it's like if you start a separate league, then that contradicts what you were saying.
Yeah.
But originally what he was saying was, hey, we shouldn't play because it takes away from the message. Which I was like, that's not wrong.
Yeah.
But I mean, I disagree because I think it puts more, it's another platform to spread the message.
Yeah.
And now with LeBron and Chris Paul, they was talking about, well, the Lakers and the Clippers were talking about like canceling the season, but then so that was them going back on what they originally thought. But
because LeBron was like a big proponent of starting the
Yes.
game back up, starting the league back up. Yeah.
So now you gotta look at it. It's just like this is one of those things. There's no right answer.
There isn't.
There's there's answers, but there's not a right.
Because this has never happened before.
There's never happened before. So it's like, personally, I would say you play and you keep spreading the message.
Yeah.
You keep spreading the message because guess who's watching basketball? Everybody.
Everybody's
watching basketball. So like, how else are you gonna better spread the message? Twitter and Facebook are not fucking doing it, man.
Nope.
Because that shit gets fucking convoluted through social media.
So much. The message just becomes blurry and everybody interprets it their own way.
It's very clear when you're watching something straight from
live,
the source.
Live,
yes,
for sure.
So I think you playing spreads a message, but we also got to acknowledge that we're being selfish because we want sports to continue.
Yeah.
And we could say all the things we want to say, like, yes, sports unify everybody. But, I mean, there is a modicum of selfishness because we still want to watch
Oh,
the
yeah,
Giants
for sure,
play.
for sure.
There is, And
You
I just
said
want.
modicum, dog.
Yeah, I
All
know.
right,
Well,
see
I
what
read.
that-
I
I
read.
see. I read.
But no, it was
I'll
just.
read the books. Is
What I'm asking for is just everybody just be self aware.
for sure.
And then.
For sure.
Well, I don't want to get into politics.
Yeah, we'll get that
I
next
don't wanna
episode.
get-
Next episode.
Probably next episode because I think I'm kind of stepping out.
But yeah, tune in to
Politics.
NBA playoffs today.
Please do.
I will get the times.
Go
for
ahead
you.
and watch the Rockets. Since my Spurs lost, I'm on Team Rocket.
Yep. Today we've got
Team
game
Rocket blast
5.
off again.
Game 5 going on right now. The Bucks are up big on the Magic, 89-69. They're up 3-1 on them, so it looks like the Bucks are going to close out the series. Right after that, we got the Rockets and Thunder at 5:30 p.m. And then after that, at 8 p.m. Central, of course, this is Lakers versus Trailblazers. The Lakers are up 3-1. Damian Lillard is actually still out. He had a knee injury. They opted to not have surgery on his knee, but
Because it's not.
Yeah. Then game 1 of Celtics Raptors is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Game 6 versus the Clippers and Mavericks is on tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. And then game 6 of the Nuggets Jazz with the Utah Jazz up 3-2 on the Nuggets is tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. So stay tuned to that, and we'll be back in the next episode to see how these playoffs turned out.
And by the way, I'm glad that Damian Lillard is getting the respect he deserves.
For sure.
It's like everybody's kind of late on saying he's a superstar. I've been thought he was a superstar. I may talk shit about him before, of course. But I think that was because when he was going against the Rockets.
Yeah.
But even though I'm a Spurs fan, but whenever he went against Spurs, I was like, fuck that guy. But no, Damian Lillard's a superstar. About time y'all start to fucking realize that shit.
Yeah, respect. Put some respect on that man's name. He actually said that during a game after he won against the Lakers. Yeah, put some respect on my fucking name.
Yeah.
He said that. Dame's nice.
He
Dame's
fucking had the
nice.
right to.
Dame's nice with it. So yeah, stay tuned to the NBA playoffs. We'll touch base with you all next episode to see how it all turned out.
Yeah. By the way, Donovan Mitchell going fucking ham too.
Yes,
By the way,
absolutely.
Put some respect on his fucking name with a K on that motherfucker.
Yeah. But he's still gonna lose to the Rockets next round. Actually, no.
I don't know.
We
I
play
don't
the winner of the Lakers in Portland, not the I'm stupid. So it's probably gonna end up being the Lakers. How do you think we stack up? We'll see.
I saw a lot of articles about that, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
y'all don't stack up good against them, dude. Like,
We'll
y'all
see.
faster.
Well, faster, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
If we can hit threes, we got that in the bag.
If
Yeah, it's a big if. All right, so without further ado, let's move on to Astros news. Baseball all around.
fuck Joe Kelly.
Boy, fuck Joe Kelly, yeah, for sure. This is coming from Mark Berman. The Astros players will come out on the field tonight wearing their number 42 jerseys,
There you go.
honoring Jackie Robinson Day, and then they will leave the field and not play Oakland tonight at Minute Maid Park. That was yesterday's news. I'm sorry. They're actually playing right now, I believe.
Woo!
So they took that day, Jackie Robinson Day, to make a statement. Let me see what the score is right now for that game.
Houston 3. I got in.
They
of
got
the third.
4, bottom of the 4th, up 4-1 on the Oakland Athletics.
Nice.
So they got a series. They play them tomorrow at 6:10 p.m. and then again another doubleheader tomorrow. So they play them at 6:10 p.m. Well, no, they play them at 1:10 p.m. and then again at 6:10 p.m. tomorrow. So tomorrow's a doubleheader. Whew, it's a lot of baseball. Yeah. So that's all for Astros news.
By the way, we gotta talk about Clifford Robinson also.
Oh yeah, Clifford Robinson,
He passed away
former Trailblazers star. Yeah.
Yeah.
Former Trailblazers star passed away. Rest in peace. One of the greats. Yeah. So that's all I really got for baseball. Do you got anything else for baseball?
No. Yeah, Trailblazers and UConn, great. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to
pretty much
touch on the UFC fight tonight, and then we're going to talk about that Cormier-Stipe Miocic fight. Stipe Miocic fight. Alright. So in today's card, it's UFC Fight Night Smith versus Rakic. In the main card, we have Magomed Ankalaev versus Ion Kutalaba. in a light heavyweight fight. And then after that, we have Ricardo Llamas versus Bill Algeo in a featherweight fight. Then in the women's flyweight, we have Alexa Grasso, who's a cutie, by the way, versus Ji Yeon Kim for a women's flyweight bout. Then we have Robbie Lawler, ruthless Robbie Lawler versus Neil Magny in a welterweight fight. And then for the main event, we have Anthony Smith versus Alexander Rakic for a light heavyweight main event bout. So tune in tonight at 8 p.m. On ESPN Plus or wherever you watch your fights. That'll be taking place at UFC Apex Center. Text your promo code Justin123 to get your 40% off on your UFC.
And
Smith versus Rakic fight.
it will open up a new tab and say, psych!
Definitely.
You got to pay full price. Let's go.
Sorry about that. But let's talk about this Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier fight.
It pretty much goes the same way every time.
Every time.
And then until like that last round, there's like a spectacular fucking punch that ends it. So Cormier had him. Mm-hmm. Then
he lost him.
He lost him. Pretty much he took a... I mean, everybody wants to blame it on the...
eye poke.
Like the eye poke, but you keep that same energy because Cormier did it to Stipe a couple times too. So keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. But no, I mean, just Stipe taking punishment and then just came right back on
with
that
it.
ass.
That's the thing I like about Stipe's game, man. Like, he makes good ass adjustments.
Yes.
Good ass adjustments. Rather than running the same thing over and over again, he takes his licks. Mm-hmm. He sees what he did wrong. His coaching, I gotta commend his coaching.
Yeah.
They really set him in the right direction. They really put him through, and that's how they won the belt.
And it's funny because on paper, Stipe should win every time.
Definitely.
But Cormier is such a fucking technical
fighter.
His technical prowess is fucking unbelievable.
There wasn't a lot of wrestling though, man.
Well, it's heavyweight, so it's never really a lot.
But Daniel Cormier is a wrestler though.
But how many times has he wrestled Stipe?
That's true. They did a lot of cage fighting. Like, they were on the cage a lot, but there weren't a lot of takedowns. There weren't. I was surprised because I thought there'd be a lot more takedowns than there were.
Yeah, because like let's be real, if Cormier was just going to wrestle everybody, he would win almost every time.
For sure.
Because he usually has like more weight on him.
Yeah.
Usually.
The bigger dude.
Yeah.
Definitely bigger dude.
But fucking. It was about for the ages. We don't know what's going to happen to Cormier.
I think he's going to retire, dude.
Yeah, he was talking about retiring. He talked about retirement several times.
But that's the thing about the UFC, man. People retire and then they're like, I changed my mind.
Well, I mean, Cormier is what, 40?
He's old.
Like 43?
Something around that. Let me check.
But Stipe like 30-something.
Daniel Cormier.
But, I mean, he's talked about it a couple times already. He could be a great... dude. Him commentating is fucking amazing, though. He could be a great commentator.
Daniel Cormier is 41 years old.
41 years old. 41 years old as a fighter, dude.
Right.
Heavyweight.
Taking a lot of beatings.
Yeah, man. Just personally, I would say just go and retire. But I mean, once you've been in for so long.
Stipe's 38, so they're kind of around the same age.
Kind of. I think I heard Stipe might do one more fight.
Yeah, I think so too.
And then just give up the belt. But yeah, great fight. It might be the last Stipe versus Miocic fight.
Yeah.
I mean, it may be the last Stipe versus Cormier fight because I don't think there's going to be a part 4 to this.
Definitely. If anything, Francis Ngannou, the killer from Cameroon, that's a scary fight because Stipe won that fight when he fought Francis Ngannou before, but Francis Ngannou's got some years under his belt now, and he's been knocking dudes out left and right.
Damn.
So I'd like to see that. Stipe said he was looking for a new challenge. John Jones gave up his belt in the light heavyweight division. So
he's moving to heavyweight?
He wants to.
Shit.
But I just think naturally he can't build up that much weight because he's a naturally skinny person.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. But that's what we got for UFC. Yeah.
So and also I don't know if you guys saw DC Fandom.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad, the movie, that's looking pretty good. You know, have
And
high hopes
it's
for
James
it
Gunn.
James, yes,
James Gunn, yeah.
because James Gunn.
I'm glad he
James
got
Gunn
through
is
that
doing it.
stuff,
Yeah,
man.
thank
'cause
God,
they were
right?
trying to cancel him.
Yeah. Glad he's doing the movie.
Yeah.
It looks a lot better. Hopefully, it is a lot better.
Yeah.
Then there's a Suicide video game that's made by Rocksteady, the people that brought you the Arkham trilogy.
Yeah.
That looks fucking like it was just a CG trailer, but the potential of that could be fucking amazing. Captain Boomerang can teleport wherever his boomerang, bro. That has never happened before.
Ever.
So I thought that was fucking amazing. I'm gonna play Captain Boomerang first.
Okay. I still need to download that DC. What's it called? DC what? Remember that game? That was free, but it was like dope.
Universe Online?
No, it was the one that you said your brother played, and it was really good. The new one. Or was it Marvel?
Marvel's Avengers?
There's a free game that you can download, and it's free to play. You were telling me about it last time.
I played Marvel's Avengers, the beta. That was free.
Oh no, it was
I
your
played
brother
that.
told
That
you
was
about
okay.
playing it. All right.
Yeah, that was okay. It wasn't
We'll
decent.
figure it out.
And then Warner Bros. Is making Gotham Knights. I don't know if you saw that. That's pretty much because they made Arkham Origins.
Did you see that trailer with Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay.
I am vengeance. He got the voice down pat.
Yeah.
Like no bullshit. I was excited. I was like, bro, it's gonna be fucking
And
nice.
it's so crazy that he shed that, Twilight shit, and he actually looks like he could have been a little more clean cut. His hair was a little too long.
It's not even long. The way it was parted.
Yeah, that middle part.
It made Bruce. It just made this whole shit look emo as fuck.
He
bro.
looked tweeny,
yeah. I didn't like that.
But apparently, this is like young Bruce Wayne, like when he first started being Batman. Apparently,
well, yeah, obviously.
So
I
guess
knew
that
that,
makes
but
sense.
it still was just like he still should be like fucking huge though.
Jacked.
Yeah, because it was this thing where Robert Pattinson didn't want to work out, and I'm looking at it, it's like look, he kind of fucking did. But he still has a small build, though.
Small frame.
He's tall.
That's
but he
just
has
his
a
natural
small
frame.
build.
Some people they'll work out all their life.
Yeah.
They'll never be big.
Yeah. And you could say the same thing about fucking what's the last guy to play Batman? Fucking
Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale.
No, Ben Affleck.
No. I'm talking about Christian Bale though.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Christian Bale. He wasn't
because
big.
Ben Affleck got yoked.
Yeah, he got fucking yoked.
Yeah.
But Christian Bale, he has a naturally small frame.
Smaller frame, yeah.
But he's like fit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He can get fit. So, I mean, he looked good, but it was just. Robert Pattinson, like I think I have higher hopes for it now because I saw the trailer. He looked super emo.
What do you think about Colin Farrell as the Penguin?
I have no problems with that.
Dude,
I didn't even know that was Colin Farrell.
Exactly, the makeup,
Bro,
they earned their money.
Absolutely.
And then the other dude who's playing the Riddler, Bob Durant, something like that.
I can't remember.
He's playing the Riddler, and then the other villain is going to be.
Hey, how many villains is in this bitch?
I think 3. It's going to be the Riddler, Penguin, and Zoe Kravitz is going to be Catwoman. Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Yeah.
She's going to be Catwoman.
I remember that.
So those 3. Yeah, so it's looking like a good movie.
It's a decent movie.
I hope, man.
I'm surprised they introduced Catwoman so early, though.
Right.
Yeah,
she was in the trailer.
Yeah, but it's fine. I'm excited for it, and I hope it does well. I think people are starting to move towards going to the movies more because a lot of these films are just releasing in the.
I still want to see Tenet with
Tenet looks good.
Denzel Washington's son.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go to the theaters about it though.
But that's the thing. A lot of these movies are only showing in theaters.
There's ways. Where there's a will, there's a way, man.
That's true, but it's just low quality.
Where there's a will, there's a way, my friend.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a stickler for that. I ain't gonna lie.
You complain about low quality. I was born in low quality.
No, okay, well, get your low quality ass and watch it then.
All of my movies in low quality.
Fuck that.
You've never seen a movie in 360p before? You were too privileged, my friend. I've watched in 480p before.
360p.
Downloaded a movie off of LimeWire and watched a whole feature film in 360p.
Couldn't do it. Nope, couldn't do it.
Bro, it's so bad. I
I
remember I downloaded American Pie on LimeWire when it first came out, and it spent like a day and a half to download it because how LimeWire worked. Remember when you had dial-up internet?
Yeah.
So whenever anybody picked up the phone, what happens? The connection's gone.
Because it's going. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
So
yeah.
I would literally start downloading in the middle of the night, leave the computer on.
Yep.
But of course, somebody would call at like 10:30 p.m. and what happens? The fucking
Yep.
connection gets. So it'd take like a day and a half to download one movie.
So fucking bad, bro.
Oh man, I remember I used to make playlists for people,
Yeah.
like CD playlists. They paid me like $5 and I made like a mixtape. And you'd get the blank CD case and the cover would have like a list.
Yeah.
And you'd write down the tracks
God
that they
damn.
wanted. Oh my god. Oh
See,
man, we're old as shit.
A lot of y'all don't know those days, man.
Yeah,
Well, a lot of y'all
y'all-
don't know
yeah.
like dial up.
But the
y'all know
ones
that
that do,
struggle.
but the ones that do, y'all some real ones. Did you ever
Yeah.
sell candy in high school?
No, but I knew people that did.
I sold candy in high school.
My little brother did too, though.
I sold hella candy in high
Bro,
school. It was so crazy.
That's a good hustle.
It is a good hustle. Get this. So it was one dude. He would supply all the candy.
Mhm.
He would give me all the candy. I guess he would front me the candy, and I'd have to give him a cut of my money.
Right. Oh shit, he had the business plan.
He had the business plan. Like he was buying candy. Like I guess because his dad owned like a gas station or something.
Bro, what?
Or where he got like a lot of
Candy.
fucking candy and shit. So I remember I was selling it out of my backpack, and it got so bad that I was selling it to the point that teachers were buying candy from me.
Yeah.
Like, and even like, cause I remember one time cause at my high school there was a lot of food fights and shit. So I remember during spring break, they were checking people's backpacks. And so what I did, I was like, fuck, they're gonna take my candy. Fuck. Like, that's my whole supply, because the dude fronted me the cash, so I gotta
Yeah.
pay him a cut. Because
Damn.
if I don't, that's my money that's coming. Like, and I was
Yeah.
already broke as shit. So I remember what I did. It was such a G-ass move. It was cold. It was wintertime. I took my sweater off. I put on my candy at the bottom of my backpack, right?
Mhm.
I put my sweater on top of it, and I leveled
Damn.
it out so it looked like that was the bottom of my backpack.
Damn.
And so they opened my backpack, and they only saw my books. And they looked down, and they didn't see anything, because I thought that was the bottom of my backpack. But that's just
Shit.
my sweater. Like, over this, I was like, damn, dude, this is like drug dealer in training. Like, what the fuck? Like, I was over here feeling like a gangster. I was like, I got past the feds, and
Yeah.
I won. But, man, I remember that hustle, dude. Like, and when I came home, I couldn't leave my backpack out
Yeah.
because it had all my candy in it. And I couldn't leave it in my fridge because my parents would be like, what the fuck are you
all
doing
this
with all this
candy
candy
from?
from?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd have to, like, keep it cool somehow. So I... There was one spot in my room where the AC vent was blown directly.
You got the fuck out.
So I put my backpack right there, and that's where the vent was blowing.
Damn.
Oh,
That's
man.
smart though.
Yeah, but I
That's
will tell
smart.
you, the hottest seller back then was the cookies and cream Hershey bar.
Bro, that's my favorite.
That
That's my
shit
favorite.
sold
Still to this
so
day.
bad. It even got to a point where like the dude that was giving me the candy, I would have to replace some of my other low seller shit with more
Yeah.
cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Just because that shit was selling so fast.
I think because that was at the time when it just came out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the time it just came out. That was only the one other Hershey flavor. That was like so astronomically different.
Yeah.
That's still my favorite
It's
to
so
this
good.
day,
It's
bro.
so good.
It's so
It's
fucking
so
good.
good. So
Dog,
good.
I mean, my little brother,
Yeah.
he was selling so much candy that the school had to shut him down. Because they were losing money. like the vending machines were losing money. So he had to get shut down.
Hey,
I'm
look.
like, ain't that about a bitch,
Hey,
dog?
hey, look, man, you're monopolizing our candy business right now. We need you to shut
Yeah.
the fuck up and stop.
And then, bro, like, you understand, I went to Sharpstown, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, people were selling cell phones.
What?
Yeah.
Like kids?
You remember back then when, like, we had the razors and shit?
Oh, yeah.
In high
my
school?
God. I thought I was such a G with my fucking
Bruh,
razor, dude.
people were selling phones, Blackberries, fucking, what's that shit called? Where it's like, you fucking flip it up and it's like a keyboard. The fucking...
Blackberry?
No, not Blackberry.
Sidekick.
Sidekicks.
Yeah.
People selling sidekicks and shit, bro.
Dude, I remember the
like,
sidekick.
Bro, it was going down. It was going.
Damn.
People were selling phones left and right, dog.
Damn,
it was
you
a
win.
hustle.
Ain't
Candy,
nobody's
cell
selling
phones,
phones in my
Hell
school.
nah.
What the fuck?
Cell phones, candy, games, movies, all that shit, bro.
Oh.
Selling.
Do you remember when Pokemon was big? I used to start a Pokemon hustle.
Yeah.
remember my cousin-
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
I got my Yu-Gi-Oh's
My
cards
cousin,
fucking stolen.
I tell you, my cousin actually got in trouble for that because my grandma was staying with him that day.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody, I guess one of his classmates came up to his door and was like trying to exchange.
Yeah.
And so my grandma, she didn't really know English, so she didn't know what the fuck was going on. She just saw him like talking to some stranger outside the front door and like exchanging stuff. Like he took it out of his pocket and like gave it to him. And so my grandma, of course, what's the first thing she shot? Drugs. She told his parents, and she was just like, he met with some stranger, and they were exchanging stuff. It could be money, it could be drugs. You need to talk to that boy. And so they asked my cousin. My cousin was, it was just Pokemon cards.
He was like, first of all, why didn't you just ask me?
Yeah, right. But of course, they go 0 to 100. They're just like, oh man, he's selling ecstasy at the front door, man. See this kid? There's something wrong with this kid. Like,
God
you know,
damn.
I remember that was so funny. But yeah, good times, good times. How'd we get here?
I don't know, bro. I mean, we've been playing golf.
Yeah, tell
We've
them
been
about that.
drinking.
Tell them about
By
that.
the way, so we started playing golf.
Yes.
Well, okay, we've been started to practice golf.
Practice golf.
What is it? 3 weeks now?
About a month, yeah.
Yeah, about a month ago, I had a suggestion, brought it out.
I blame Shamir for all of this.
I brought it to Justin and a couple of other friends' attention. Everybody said they were down, even though Justin was the only one that showed up. And we've been going to Top Golf, working on our form, practicing driving, just learning the game. I think we're about to go again tomorrow. Not to Top Golf, but somewhere else tomorrow because Top Golf is expensive.
Yes, it is.
But again, shouts out to Top Golf because that's a damn good facility.
Because there's no pressure. If you suck, you suck. No one cares.
Yeah.
If you're good, no one cares either. And they got good food and drinks. It's a little pricey, but it's good.
Yeah. And now both of us got our own golf sets. We're about to go on the course.
Yes, sir.
About to get it in. I mean,
Yes,
we're all getting
sir.
older. My birthday passed a while ago. I'm 29.
Yeah, and that's
29.
what I was telling you too. Like golf is like such a low impact, low
It
risk
is.
sport.
You can hurt yourself,
Oh, yeah,
but
for
it's
sure.
like it's not extreme like football or basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we're at the point where like if you hurt yourself, you feel it.
Yeah, bro.
Like, you feel it. I'm feeling stuff that I injured like when I was like 18, 19.
Hell yeah, my back still hurts.
Shit.
But yeah, so yeah, we playing golf. I think what I want to do is look at golf like because the PGA Tour is going on right now. I think they had a game a couple of days ago, actually yesterday I think, and I want to start looking at more at that, really learning the game and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we might start reporting on golf now at one point.
Cause it's a competitive sport.
Yes.
That requires a lot of thought.
Yes.
Now, you can't, because a lot of sports you can just outmuscle the sport, right?
You
use
can't
your physical traits. You can't do that.
You can't do it at golf. You
Because
can't baseball swing.
At baseball, you can yam the shit out of a ball and it'll still go far. In basketball, you can run through people. You can dunk the ball. Physically gifted, sure. Football, same shit. But golf, no matter how strong you are, the object is you have to have a neutral grip. So you have to zap all the strength from your arms. You got to swing with your body.
Yes.
If you got big ass arms, you can't just muscle that shit because it's not gonna go where you want it to go.
Like it legit doesn't matter if you have big arms. It gives you maybe a little bit of edge, but you gotta know how to use it.
You gotta know how to use it.
Golf is really about technique.
Definitely.
That's all. That's the main thing. It's more about technique than anything else.
If anything, it's a very humbling sport.
It is because the thing about golf, if you ask like a lot of people that played it, everybody sucks.
Everybody sucks at first, yeah.
Everybody sucks.
And
Not even just at first. I know people that play golf for 20 years.
They still suck.
They still suck to this day. They're probably just a little bit better than
you are,
it was before.
And that's what's cool too. There's no pressure.
Yeah, there's no pressure. But I'm excited. I'm getting.
We played how many holes today? 14, 15?
14.
Whew.
About like 14 holes.
Yeah, we were there for a long time.
Fuck, and it was hot too.
It was hot, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing about playing golf in Texas. Like, you see a bunch of these golf people wearing sweaters and shit, and I'm like, how? And then you realize they're in fucking Ireland in the summer where it's like 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ain't shit.
Yeah.
That ain't shit, bro.
Yeah,
We're playing in fucking 101.
Yeah, you play 4 holes and you're fucking drenched.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, but it's a new endeavor that we've taken upon ourselves. It's fun. I can see myself playing this into very old age.
Absolutely.
It's fun. It's very low impact.
Can talk shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can drink.
Yeah.
Smoke cigars.
Although I do realize that we drank a little too much while we play golf today.
Yes, and I realized the more I drink when I play golf, the better I get.
And I realized that the more I drink, the worse I get.
Like, you beat me today, but I was catching up.
Dude, but first,
I was catching up.
Get this, first 9 holes, I was good.
Oh, yeah, first 9?
First 9 holes, I was good. Back 9, or back, whatever.
Well, when we start on the back 9, bro, you was just like fucking shaking. I'm like, what the fuck?
I was so mad at myself. I was like, what is going on?
And like, I'm hitting like deep balls. I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. Let's go.
So Yeah, I'm gonna just let you drink all the alcohol. To keep it competitive.
Fuck that.
Yeah, but it's fun.
I'm fucking excited. Hopefully, we get more people out there with us.
Definitely wink. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
Pretty much all I got, man.
Yeah. Been a good Saturday. Good productive Saturday.
Good Saturday. Are we still playing tomorrow or no?
I'm down.
I'm down, but like what time?
Let's go to this place. I'm gonna look it up tonight.
Okay.
And find out. Maybe schedule something.
Okay.
We can go out there. But yeah, that's all I got for the episode.
That's all I got for. And that's also all I got for you guys. Be safe out there.
Yes, COVID is still among us, people.
Yep.
Do not get complacent.
Like anybody can get it. I had it.
Still wear your mask.
Yep. Probably social distancing.
Yeah. That's also why we kind of had a hiatus, if you're comfortable saying that.
Oh, no, I mean, I already said it. Like,
yeah,
I had COVID.
He did have COVID.
I had COVID. I had to be cooped up here for 20 days.
Yeah, and it's not fun. It's not fun, guys.
It's not.
So if there's anything you can do to prevent yourself from catching it, please do it.
Absolutely.
It's a very real thing. It's not a hoax. I promise. Wear your mask. Don't get complacent. Yeah, go out to public, but please practice safe cleanliness, hand washing, mask wearing.
Yes.
All that shit.
Understand.
It's very real.
Understand people are dying from this.
Yes.
Like, so this is not a fucking joke. You got to not just be conscious of yourself, but of people around
Other
you.
people, yeah.
And,
For sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Just be cool. Quarantine if you have to. If you do go out, again, mask, social distance. Because like the news is saying, like, it's not just 6 feet. It could spread up to 26 feet.
Definitely.
So when you watch the news, kind of don't take it all in, but kind of like be wary.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So,
for sure.
Yeah, but that's all I got, man.
Good. So without further ado, thank you for listening again. Sorry for the hiatus, but due to, circumstances, we just got to do what we got to do. But we're back. That's all that matters. We're going to be here bringing you all the exclusive sports content that we can. Again, thank you for listening. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for supporting. As always, we do appreciate it. Check us out on
YouTube, Spotify,
Apple
Anchor,
Podcasts, Anchor, and
Google
wherever,
Podcasts.
wherever you can find your podcast. Always let's do it. So we do have our YouTube page that's still under construction at this point, but it will be current.
Well, we have our episodes up.
Yeah,
we have episodes up. As far as like the whole look of the YouTube is still work in progress.
Yeah. So wherever you want to listen to us, we are there. So, with that being said, my name is Justin.
It's your boy, Sham Wow, Sham Bam Kablam, Sham Amazing, Sham Bam Goddamn. Catch y'all later. Black Lives Matters.
Yes, they do. Black Lives Matter. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe.